51-year-old Larry Dwayne Colvin Jr. of Lenoir was sentenced on Tuesday to 168 months or 14 years in federal prison for drug and gun offenses. The announcement was made Tuesday by Dina J. King, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. Among those joining her in making the announcement were Caldwell County Sheriff Alan Jones, Lenoir Police Chief Brent Phelps, and Watauga County Sheriff Len Hageman. According to court documents and court proceedings, on December 12th of 2022, law enforcement received information that Colvin was trafficking methamphetamine in Lenoir and surrounding areas. During the investigation, law enforcement arranged controlled buys during which they observed Colvin selling methamphetamine to a confidential informant, or CI. Court records show that on December 16th of 2022, law enforcement executed a search warrant at Colvin's residence in Lenoir where they seized methamphetamine and a firearm. A second firearm, an ammunition magazine, drug trafficking paraphernalia, and more than $7,400 in cash drug proceeds were seized from a vehicle parked on the property. A second search warrant was executed at another location where Colvin was using a camper as a stash house for meth. From the camper, law enforcement seized more meth, 5 handguns, 2 rifles, and a shotgun. During an interview with Colvin, the defendant told law enforcement that he also hid meth at his workplace. Law enforcement traveled there and they seized more than 4.5 kilograms of meth as well as $30,000 in cash drug proceeds from Colvin's vehicle. On October 31st of last year, Colvin pleaded guilty to possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, distribution of methamphetamine, and possession of a firearm by a felon. He is currently in federal custody and will be transferred to the Federal Bureau of Prisons upon designation of a facility. So once again, a sentence of 168 months or 14 years for Larry Dwayne Colvin Jr. of Lenoir. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.